to swing over to this side just a little bit to go over, introduce. Hello, I'm Walt Stubbs from 10.5 Protection District. I'll be here tonight to be an instructor. The other lead instructor is
Ethan Ball, Cannon Point Fire.
safety officer tonight is.
Evan Hill, Cannon Point Fire.
Identify yourself and your department.
Alexis Bruner.
John Lomax, Cannon Point Fire.
Sky Smith, Camden Point Fire.
James Graham, Camden Point Fire.
Caitlin Mathis, Camden Point Fire.
Luke Davis, Camden Point Fire.
Austin Bruner, Central Flat Fire.
Kelly Hill, Camden Point Fire. Kate Lomax, Camden Point Fire.
And I'm Jeffrey Bruner with Central Platte Fire. I'll be their evaluator tonight while they go through their extrication training. This is for my Instructor 2 class. So we're going to go ahead and get rolling. I'm going to turn it over to Walt.
First off tonight, we're going to go over tool identification. We've got tools laid out here across the way. Didn't know if you wanted to pan down into the tool section here so you can see. Who can tell me what this is? Say it out loud.
Cribbing.
Cribbing. Okay, cribbing. What is that used for?
Stabilize the vehicle.
Stabilize the vehicle. Okay. What's the tool right here? Somebody beside you. Solve it. What can it be used for? Okay. Draw those out a little longer. Okay, solve that. What's this tool part of? Evan. Okay. What is that used for? What is that?
Spreaders. For spreading doors open. And you can also use it for rolling the dash.
Okay. Tool next to it, here. Kate, what's that?
The cutter.
Okay, cutters, what are they used for?
For cutting the doors or the beams.
Okay. A post, B post, all the way down. What is this one here? Kelly?
It's a ram.
Okay, RAM, what is it utilized for?
And it's to help dashboard, over the dashboard.
Okay. What's that unit right there? Caitlin? Say that out loud. Say it out like you mean.
It's the pump.
Okay, power unit. Power unit for version tool. Okay? And what's it used for?
Powering all the tools.
Very good. Who has answered one? Let's see, what is this tool right here?
Ramp hook.
Okay. And what's it used for? It's used to stabilize the ram as you use it to push either a dash roll or whatever that you need to do to stabilize it so you don't push it through the metal on the vehicle. Okay? What are these two tools together called? What?
Irons.
Called irons. They're called the irons. And irons consist of what's this tool?
Flathead axe.
Flathead axe. What is this tool? Allen roll. What are they used for in combination? What do you use that tool, those two tools together? You make a purchase point, definitely with the Halligan tool. What else can you do with them?
Forcible entry.
Forcible entry. Probably see that on more forcible entry than anything else. Halligan uses a lot to make purchase points in the vehicle. If what's this tool here that's on the trucks, but we don't use it a lot?
Glass cutter.
Yeah. Glass cutter, ram. It's got in this tool you can use this part of it to cut glass. In the base of it, there's actually a punch to punch side glass out. Okay, so that's some of the tools that we'll be using tonight. We'll probably start. We have a vehicle right here. This is a vehicle that will be used in the evaluation and extrication. Front end damage, side damage. if we were talking about parts of this car, what's this called? Okay, bumpers on each end. What's some of the hazards on bumpers?
In the older cars could be gas shocks.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see too many of them out on the roads anymore, but there was compressed gas shocks on them. If we're talking about parts of a car, what side of the car is this?
Driver's side.
Okay. What's the other side?
Passenger.
Okay, so if we're talking about vehicles, we want to denote what side we're working on. It's driver's side and passenger side. That doesn't matter what side you're standing on, those are consistent. If we're going to denote the points of the car, what is this called?
A pillar, B pillar, and C pillar.
Okay. You have a school bus, same thing, just right on down the line. Just a trivial question. 3 lines on the side of a school bus, what do they denote?
Where the
Floor,
seats
the
attached
seat
to the
height.
floor, the seat height, and then average height of the student on the
Top of the seat.
top one.
Yeah,
Top
the
one.
floor, top of the seat height, and actually top of the
Top one.
Okay, good. Hopefully we won't have to use those. Okay, so this vehicle's been damaged in the front end. Obviously, what's the first thing we do when we get the call? What's going to be? You get toned out. None of us are paid. We're all coming from home. So what's the first thing you do?
Go to the station.
Okay. How do we go to a station? What? Yeah, your car. What am I'm thinking safety. What was that? Cause no harm. Get to the station. Be safe. We enter the vehicle on each side of the vehicle. On the way out, we discuss how we're going to address this. A lot of times we get called and they may even give us, police may be on scene or bystander be on scene and say that extrication would be needed. So we're going to discuss that within the crew that's in the vehicle before we get out, and everybody's denoted job before we leave the vehicle. So once we pull on scene, we know what we're going to do. What job does a driver have in this situation?
Placement of the vehicle is first thing.
Okay.
Safety of all his crew.
So how's he going to place that vehicle to make it safe for everyone?
Should be blocking traffic from getting anywhere close to the vehicle they're working on.
So if we were in this car and we're pulling up this way, put this car in the median. Where do we want to stage our apparatus to make it safest for people working on people in the car?
Behind it.
Behind it? Do we want to do that?
Angle to the right.
45.
45 angle.
Yeah, 45 degrees, but exactly to the right.
If it's in the median, to deflect traffic away from it.
Why don't we park this directly behind it? Right.
Plus, it doesn't keep people from using that inside lane. You need to make it where people can't use that inside lane.
Okay, good. Yeah, we don't ever want to put a vehicle, one of our apparatus, right behind the vehicle because if it's struck, it will drive straight into us. Crew, you step off the truck, what are you doing?
I'll do some clean safe.
Okay, 2 things. Yes, you need to have some in your hand. Hopefully. Go.
You're making sure the scene's safe.
Scene safe. And how do we do that? Before we step off the truck, what do we do?
Traffic.
Say it out loud.
Check for oncoming traffic and
Okay.
before exiting the apparatus.
Yeah, and try to exit it not into the traffic lane if at all possible. Go across onto the shoulder if you can. Okay, so now we're there at the scene. We're going to have an incident commander. Every scene has an incident commander. We do incident command on everything that we do in fire service. What's going to be the incident commander's job? First job before he gets out of the truck.
Scene size up.
Okay, good. Say it out loud so they can catch it on here. Scene size up. So what can you see from the dash? What can you see? If you saw this vehicle, what would you comment on? And we're gonna say this is the person that needs education. What can you see from the scene through the windshield that you're gonna tell everybody?
Or passenger car with damage to the driver's door.
Yeah. We'll be out on education. Okay, so the incident commander is taking command, he's giving the scene size up, The dispatch knows what's going on. You might ask if you saw two other victims that had been ejected from the car, what might you ask for?
Additional resources from the ambulance.
Maybe even a helicopter, depending on what you have. Does it make a difference if this thing's been rolled over multiple times? Yeah. Probably go ahead and get helicopter in there. So now we're out, we're grabbing our tools. What tools, okay, we have a driver entrapment on this. What tools would we use? What tools would we use? As we came off the truck, what tools do we want in our hands?
Irons,
Okay, so irons, and you have irons because of what?
because you're gonna wanna open the door.
What are you making though? What are you trying to do with that iron?
During the purchase point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so grab that iron. Sorry. Give me a purchase point.
Is the
Okay.
vehicle stabilized?
Huh?
Is the vehicle stabilized?
Good point. We got the cart before the horse. The vehicle's up on four wheels, but what do we want to do first before we do any cutting?
You're gonna stabilize the vehicle. In this case, you're not going to flatten the tires. So, which you can do, if you need to, you can just flatten the tires and it will stabilize the vehicle. But in this case, we're going to crib it, because I want the tires out.
So go ahead and okay, let's imagine that this is downhill toward the front of the car.